Here's the issue. Icom ID-51A America +2. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? Basically the American version. I went to upgrade it because I'm going on a visit to England, so I wanted to add some English information to it as well as just the Canadian of my immediate area. So this has been working successfully until now. I updated it from D-Star Info website, did the download, copied the CSV file to the SD card, put it in, did the import process, as has been well documented by lots of other YouTubes. Turn the thing on and it tells me no repeaters nearby. I'm scratching my head thinking, but there are loads of repeaters nearby, not DV repeaters necessarily, but there are repeaters. So along the way something has changed, okay? Let's investigate. So to update your radio you need to go to downloads, and downloads for DR mode radios. It's really quite simple. You enter your location here, zip code, postcode, city name, etc., and it will look it up for you. But before we do that, it is interesting to note this section here. The USA and Canada, etc., can be looked up on repeaterbook.com. UK repeaters, which is actually I think part of the RSGB website. In my case I live in this postcode. It should pull up Woodstock. Now here's another thing to note as well, because it's easy to use this later. This latitude and longitude information, you're before the decimal point and 2 digits after. This is really useful information for research later, but I'll cover that later. So we select the radio. It's important to get your right radio with the ID-51 because some formats already have like a comma delimited in the CSV, some have semicolon, etc. My particular model is the 51A for American region +2. And hit download. Very quickly it downloads a CSV file for you, of which we can open and view. Now I don't know the why for or wherefore why Canada is region 4, but the information is basically correct. It shows you where the DV repeaters are, but what it's really concentrating here on D-Star, which I get, that's absolutely fine. But previously, on my last download, which granted was probably about 2 years ago, there was a whole load of local repeaters interspersed here. I didn't have to enter the information. Now, if I scroll right the way down and we look for that for Canada again, there's a few FM stations here. Okay, so here they are. This area here. But I can tell you, that's not all of the repeaters in this area. So these are all Ontario repeaters, 3, etc. FM along with their CT, CSS, etc. But really I know of probably 6 repeaters very, very close to me are not here. So no longer are they in my, for want of a better word, code plug or repeater listing file within the radio. So I was a little bit disappointed with that. Not the end of the world, because what you do is you move to, in my case, the end of this section here, insert some rows. So insert a row, and I'm just going to insert a whole load of rows here. Make sure you click in this top cell, insert entire row, and then bosh, there's a whole load of rows already there. and you need to copy certain information down. I'm going to copy Ontario down because I'm in Ontario. So name of the game now is to fill in the missing bits. Okay, and I'll just give you an example here. We'd go to the next line and we'd put my town. The call sign of it, the frequency it's on, 146 point, I don't know, whatever it is. Make sure the duplex is in the right direction, the offset is correct and it's FM, and then whatever CTCSS we want to put in, just kind of correct that so it's in the right format, and you populate it with your local repeaters. And then to find out the longitude and latitude, which is quite important further down the line, because if you're out and about and you turn the radio on, it locks onto the GPS and then it knows how far away these repeaters are from you. It's not too difficult to find. As I said, we go back to the website here and we type in, say, London, Ontario. Okay, London, it might find London, UK, I'm not sure here. Yeah, London, United Kingdom. So to be more specific, we put a comma and ON in for Ontario. Now it's found London, Ontario, 42.98. So here we'd go 42.98, and the latitude 81.24, minus 81.24. And that's pretty much all you need. So we make the assumption there, we just call that London. I said my town, but London. So there's an example. If it had the correct call sign in, that's the information that will flag up on your radio if you're nearby. So you basically just populate like that. When you're finished, highlight the rows that you don't want, you know, the empty ones. Right click, delete, and then select entire row. Put all that in, save the spreadsheet, copy the spreadsheet from wherever you've saved it here onto your SD card. Put the SD card into the radio. Obviously the radio's powered off. Power the radio on. Go into the menu on the radio for SD card and select import repeaters. Find this file, which should be all you probably see on the SD card, and then select import and just answer yes a couple of times on the import process. It basically unzips this from the SD card into your radio, at which point it will ask you that it's deleted some things in the radio, corrected them, whatever. Please reset it. So what you do is you power the radio off, you power the radio on, and that should be it. Stick the thing by a window so it picks up GPS again, and you'll find that your open spot is the closest thing to you, and along with the local FM repeaters which were previously absent. Job's a good one.
So this video, if you like it, our video, comment down below or thumbs up.
Thanks for watching VA3SII. Bye.